your girl Sabrina, and I'm here with an informative video for you. So today, April 12th, it's the day we have all been waiting for. Game of Thrones Season 5 is here. Usually these last few weeks I've been asked about Game of Thrones and all about it. So a lot of people that I know have asked me whether they should read the books first or they should just watch this TV show already. And I decided to make a video about it so I can help you people who are thinking about joining the fandom, either the TV series or just books or both. And I hope this video helps you. So I'm going to show you the pros and cons of both of the things and then my personal opinion. So let's start with the pros of watching the TV series first. So Game of Thrones by HBO is currently on its 5th season as of today. It already has 40 episodes already released from the day this video has been uploaded. Each episode is about 50 minutes to 1 hour long. So multiply that and it will take you about 40 hours or more to watch the 4 seasons of Game of Thrones. Besides bathroom breaks and life, compared to the weeks that it will take you read A Song of Ice and Fire. Here is my collection of A Song of Ice and Fire. I know that they don't match, but these are the books that I have gone so far. There are 5 books of A Game of Thrones, so like Clash of Kings, The Storm of Swords, Dance of Dragons, The Feast of Crows. I know they're inverted, but The Feast of Crows is bigger. And it's a lot of pages. It's about 1,000 pages each. And that's a lot of time. And there's still 2 books that need to come out. So imagine 7,000 pages. That's a lot of things to read. So the thing is that the TV show offers you that experience in a shorter time. So if you're thinking about watching the TV series first or the books, consider the time factor and the dedication factor also. The TV show helps you visualize better the things that are in the books. Like, it's really hard sometimes to visualize every single detail while reading a book. So the TV show actually helps you get into this world and easier and get the whole experience, the basic experience, easier than in the books. Also, Peter Dinklage. Another reason watching the TV show is better. It's actually easier to understand. It's easier to follow through, and it's easier to understand. And it's easier to understand everything that is happening, and it just goes into this linear sequence. This TV show is actually really well made, and it's really intriguing. It's really easy to watch since you always want to go for more and more episodes. So the TV show is a great series to marathon. Want to know what happens next, and having an intrigue and having that emotion is amazing. You're getting a lot of the experience by just watching the TV show. Just look at this beautiful book that is based on the TV show. Like, the costumes and the production is amazing, and the craftsmanship and the actors are amazing in the TV show. Whether or not you want to start the books or not, I really recommend that TV show. So the cons of watching the TV show. If you're watching the TV show, you're missing a lot of things that are happening in the books. And a lot of things that might happen in the books actually, since in the TV show, even though the first seasons are really close to the books, they started deviating in some parts and even killing characters that are not killed off in the books. George R. R. Martin, the writer of the books, is actually giving them plot lines, so that might make things really twisted or maybe a little bit awkward in the TV series. And also the TV series also eliminates lots of characters and lots of descriptions and lots of the history of the books, which makes it so interesting. A lot of the characters are cut out, a lot of storylines are cut out, and a lot of great moments are cut out, and a lot of things will be deviating from the books. There will always be something missing from the world of Ice and Fire. So I will talk now about the pros about reading the books first. So if you're a huge nerd like me and love Lord of the Rings and love fantasy, you obviously will love to read the books first. Like, guys, even this book is huge. I know it takes a lot of time. Is that obviously you won't be spoiled and you will know everything as it goes, and you will read everything as it goes. These descriptions are beautiful and something that you will find it's something that you will not find in the TV show, and you will get a lot of history and a lot of more characters that are not in the TV show, and a lot of more everything basically. And then you will get a bigger and you will get a tighter experience towards this books. You will get more attached to the characters. You will develop more theories, and hence I think you will be more attached to the Song of Ice and Fire community, and you will become an Ice and Fire nerd like me. And It's really interesting. It's just like Lord of the Rings but longer, and I honestly think it's way more interesting. And it's just amazing, guys. It's just an amazing experience. And that's, I think, are the pros towards reading the books first. These series gives you the basic premise of why we read books. It transports you to another reality completely more than a TV show will ever will. It's just an escape, a beautiful escape. It is just a perfect representation, or not representation, but it draws some beautiful connections towards society in the descriptions of the characters and the storylines and how the characters develop, especially the female characters, are just lovely and beautiful and so well-rounded, and it's something that are cut short in the TV series, obviously because of time. So the cons towards reading the books first is that it will take you lots of time, because this book took me about 2 weeks, and it was during vacations. And it takes you a lot of concentration. You have to put a lot of effort and dedication towards these books, which I think if you find it rewarding, which I think if you like it, you will find it really rewarding. But there's a lot of memorization towards reading these books. You have to not memorize, but you have to remember stuff that happened like a long time ago, and you have to remember these events and all these names. But it's easier to remember since there's a huge ass index. But I think that's it. Just like the time and effort you have to dedicate to these books is just a lot. And if you don't have the time to spare, I think it's not really worth it, because I think you're just reading like a chapter per day and all this stuff. You will kind of lose the feeling. Not the easiest series to read. It's not hard at all, but it's really extensive, and you might get sometimes really bored with the details. But I love the series, so I don't have anything really bad to talk about it. It's just, so a pro towards reading the books is that you know what happens before, and you can spoil people or threaten to spoil people, and then you have true power. But please don't spoil people, that's not cool. Just read them. It took me some time to read the books first, but what I did is that I watched the first like 3 episodes of the TV series first, just to get in the hook in it, and then after watching those 3 episodes, was like, oh my god, I need to know what happens next, and read A Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin, and then read all the books, and the feels, guys, the feels. Amazing experience, and it has guided my reading path forever, because like the characters and everything is so beautifully crafted. And I think that reading the books first, even though it might have spoiled things that might have occurred in the TV series, and that sort of like gave me that separated my emotions from it, and this also, the books are also sort of like made me emotionally numb sometimes toward other books that I read, because of all the death and all the sadness in these books. But I think I got the full emotional experience. I got fully attached to these characters. I can write essays about these characters, especially Cersei and Sansa. It's amazing. It's made me make so much connections to real life. It has guided sometimes my life and my artistic choices and my reading choices. And it's just something that I wouldn't have gotten by only just watching the TV show, because the TV show gives you the bare glimpses of the stuff, but the books are just gives you the whole 360 and more reveal of the whole world of Westeros in the beautiful mind of George R. R. Martin. And I think reading the books first is a great experience if you have the time, you have the dedication, and you have the concentration. Otherwise, you should watch the TV show, because it's just a beautifully made TV show, made by beautifully talented people, portrayed by incredible actors. The way you pick is going to be the right one, because Game of Thrones is just an experience, and you should live that experience as the way you want to. This video is really long, but if you have any more questions, you should comment down below and like it and share it with all your friends, and I hope that you enjoy. Keep for watching and subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, they'll find you. I will kill you. Bye, happy reading, happy TV show watching. Bye.